Make sure that we are able to deliver humanitarian assistance. More than half of the population of Afghanistan is in need of humanitarian assistance, as you know. Then we have to discuss, of course, about the possibilities that we have to block the spillover of instability, to manage effectively the potential migration wave, of course, to block any kind of potential spillover of drugs trafficking, arms trafficking, and other illegal activities, which is the result of this situation in Afghanistan.
Of course, migration. Migration which we should address per se as a subject, but also the possibility that some countries may try to instrumentalize migratory flows in order to apply pressure to the European Union.
Yeah.
Yeah, very brief statement.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hello.
We need to be prepared for the possible migration crisis. And as we come from Lithuania, where we're now facing a migration crisis from ourselves, we know that this is increased worry and a possibility of Afghan people who would be fleeing their country, that would choose the eastern route that Lukashenko and Belarusian regime helped to open.
Good evening.
Now need to focus in the short term on how to evacuate the people who were not evacuated over the past few weeks. Local Afghans that work with the international community, with our countries, with UN, with the EU, with NATO, and also, of course, foreign citizens that didn't leave the country yet.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I mean, I think it's really...
We hope we will get a unitarian response to the Afghan crisis. First, to get our collaborators out of Kabul as soon as possible, all those people that share our values and work with us, those that are still there. And secondly, to be able to protect human rights, especially for women and for the minorities that are right now in risk.
Good evening, how are you? We're here for that. That's why I think we have to be very careful with those statements which have been made either in a verbal or a written form by the Western European countries and Americans also, when they urged or encouraged the Afghans to leave Afghanistan without any kind of limitation. We have to speak very clearly. We have evacuated those who have helped us, and we are not ready to receive any more Afghans in Hungary for sure.
Great. Good. We have to discuss.
Oh yeah, I'm always open. On Tuesday. Yeah.
And we have to answer the fundamental question: what do we want? A stable, politically stable Afghanistan? Is it enough for us, or rather the Afghanistan who is a new government who is relatively sensitive, to human rights, the rights of women and minorities, where is ready to allow the humanitarian aid and to allow people who want to leave to make it possible for them. Yeah, it's too much paprika. Very common.
You wearing black? Oh no.
Because it's becoming late. Look, welcome to all of you, and many thanks to him for facilitating the opportunity of this timely discussion with our style, with a frank and open manner.
Voilà, thank you.
Certainly, it's an important and controversial one.